Good morning, people. Good morning. Right. So we made it. It's Wednesday. How are we all doing? I'm a little bit, as my flatmate would say, I'm in full manic pixie mode. He calls me a manic pixie, which I kind of love actually, because it seems to fit me really well. Not loving the lipstick. Still look a little bit pale anyway and tired, but that's understandable. I didn't have very good sleep last night. I actually think the reason I didn't sleep last night was because I was so excited about going live this morning. This podcast has really become part of my life, and I love doing it. I think about it all the time. I think about it when I'm making choices about food, about my body, about living my best life and doing the right things for me. So I want to thank you guys for that. Anyone who's listening, you're helping me. So hopefully there's some things that I'm putting in my content that's helping you as well. On that note, I wanted to share straight up that how my journey's been since Sunday. So Sunday we talked about the secret self and applying that to I think I made a really big emphasis on the going to sleep 3 hours after eating. So stopping eating 3 hours, giving yourself that 3-hour window for your digestive system to do all the finishing off with digesting food so that you can go into beautiful, deep, healthy, lovely sleep and repair all your cells in your body and your free radicals and do all those fun things, get some effigy going and really take care of your human. And I think something clicked for me on Sunday because instead of just sitting behind a microphone talking to the great unknown out there, all you lovely people that have got your real lives, as have I actually have to do the work. And that's where the rubber meets the road. Some of you might know that I've got a wedding coming up at the end of September, and I've also got a goal weight in mind after having my bariatric surgery. But look, I've done so well, and I've hit such a good spot in my physical body at the moment that I've kind of, sort of slackened off and given myself a bit of a pass because it seems everything's going good. But my sleep hasn't been great. So I recommitted to myself that there's probably about 4 kilos I want to lose before my daughter's wedding. And that means I have to do all the things, practice all the little tips that I give you guys, or all the things that I talk about have to be more than just talk. They have to be actions that I am committing to myself. So Sunday was a big day of evaluating things like that, and I got to 6 o'clock and it was like, oh, it's 6 o'clock. Anything I've eaten for today, I've already done. I don't have any time in my window left. So kitchen's closed. I didn't brush my teeth, but I did decide, no, I'm not eating anything else today. And I didn't. And then I did the same thing on Monday night, and I did the same thing again last night. And I already feel in my body after 3 days, because for me it's 3 days to reset. Well, I managed to get up and go to the gym all those days. Well, no, that's not true. Be truthful. I got up and went to the gym Sunday morning, as you know, before my session with you lot. I went to the gym Monday morning, went to the office and did my work. And then yesterday morning, I decided I've been missing yoga. So I did yoga yesterday morning and I did yoga this morning. So that's really good. And I do love yoga. I love how it just gives you a good feeling in your body. You kind of feel like you're in control of your limbs again, and it just settles. It's quite honestly fantastic. So I'm going to keep doing that. But yes, I did stick to the 3 hours before I go to sleep, food cut off. And I like it. I like the fact that committing to it felt like a commitment to me. And having that back, in light of the fact that I'm going to go live twice a week, I can actually speak from what I'm practicing. So stick with me. Like, we can do it together. I'm more than happy to encourage you on your way. Like, maybe I could change stream times to evenings. I don't know if anyone wants to see a Carol who's finished her day of work and just because evening's not my best, but I don't mind doing that. So in the comments, if you're going to comment to me, just put a preferred time of day. I can't, obviously, on a weekday, I can't do during the day, but I've been aiming for around 7 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't. But yeah, if it's helpful to have something to listen to that's encouraging in the evening, then more than happy to do that. And so how have I done it? What have I changed? What have I done? So something that I'm really conscious of in my journey with weight is the year buts. I'm a really good one for year buts. I remember, a long time ago now, must have been around 2011 or 12, somewhere around there. I went to a psychologist, and she had a weight loss group. It wasn't what I was going for, but it was all part and parcel. She was starting up a group where she wanted to help women who struggle with their weight kind of get through the just the food, exercise part of it. Like, we know, diets work. Every diet works if you can stick to it long term. So she had a group, and it was more about the emotional side of food and eating. That plant looks like it's coming out of my head. I'm not in love with it. I'm not at all. So I'm going to move. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? It's a bit white. Anyway, so I was going to the psychologist. I was in this group, and I was talking. She was having a discussion around the group, and she asked a question, and I answered what I thought was, a good, honest answer. And she said, "I just want you to stop right there." She said, "Whenever I ask you a question, Carol, you always have a year but." So this is in front of the group. I felt really called out, and it sort of diminished me. Like, I felt like I was getting smaller and smaller and things. But it actually is the most helpful information I think I've had, to really help me check myself, because, nothing like you feel like you've been publicly humiliated for you to reevaluate. Yes, so the year buts, so the excuses I make. So, yeah, but I haven't eaten much today, so I can probably have my apple, or I can probably have whatever it is I'm looking at. I'm usually a protein bar or something else. Yeah, but it's Sunday night. I'll start tomorrow. Yeah, but I want it. Or I've worked out today. I feel like I probably need the extra energy. So what our minds do is they do this mental gymnastics to put us off course. My sisters will find that funny, being off course. Private in-house joke. So the secret self and the saboteur, I think, are quite linked. So when we are on our own and we're dealing with being our person that we are when no one is watching, the year buts are louder, I guess. It's secret. You're on your own. You've got an excuse that's coming up in your head. That is why you can do that. Yeah, but I haven't eaten a lot today. Yeah, but I'm under my calorie load. Yeah, but there's only a little bit left, and then tomorrow I can start the day fresh, because then that's all gone and there's no more kind of haunting my head. Thing is, tomorrow there'll be another earbud. Tomorrow your mind, your saboteur, will find another thing to earbud you about, or another thing just to drive you slightly off course. So I've been thinking about it, and I want to mention, and this is just something that I have used in the past, and I'm just trying to think of it. It came to me when I was walking back from getting a coffee. Defer, distract, and discipline. Defer. Sorry, I'm writing it down because I'll forget. All right, so defer. So in those moments where you get the earbuds, can you defer it? Say, okay, I'm not going to eat it now. I'm going to eat it in an hour. Or I'm going to think about it again in an hour. I'm going to put that on the shelf, take control of this thought, clear my mind, be responsible for what's going on in my head by my actions, and defer it to facing in a future time. All right, that doesn't work. This thought is still nagging at you. Can you distract yourself? Can you find something else to do? So instead of watching TV, because watching TV is a really good one for getting you kind of up and down off the couch to go to the fridge or the pantry. Can you distract by having a cup of herbal tea? Is that enough of a distraction? Could you go for a walk? Could you do something a little bit more helpful towards, like distracting your mind, and fold washing, get ready for tomorrow, set up your podcast for the morning, or whatever it is that you might be able to do for helping yourself wind down, take your makeup off if it's part of your nightly routine, something to distract yourself. And then, excuse me, if neither of those two work, discipline. This is by far, and because I'm a bit authoritarian, and I like a bit of, no, you're not going to, just getting real with yourself and just putting your foot down and saying, oi, stop. That's sent to distract you. You're not having it. Enough. Oh, Carol's getting cranky. Better not eat that. She'll get mad with me. And out of those three things, I think we might be able to find a way to get back to sticking to our commitment to ourselves. Yeah, so what do I want to expound on with that? So I think there's a bit of balance if we can use all three. If we can defer, distract, and discipline ourselves. I'd say that my go-to is discipline. Just know. You've said you're not going to have it. You're not going to have it. It's not helping you. Another thought with that is that I remember talking with a friend, and he was talking about thoughts being arrows. So they come darting over your shoulder, in front of you and in front of your face. And every time you have one of these thoughts that's rushing past, you've got the choice to either grab hold of it, bring it back to you and ruminate over it, or just let it go. Just, that's an interesting thought. I could have that last piece of chocolate cake. That's an interesting thought. Either leave it, or I could have it, but I'm not going to, because I finished eating at 6 o'clock and it's 20 past 6. Okay. So another thing that I learned with the earbuds when I was in this course, and this wasn't something that came from the therapist, it was something that I put together for myself. It's like, so because I noticed once I was made aware of it, I noticed how much but was part of my complete framework for thinking. And because I didn't just do it with food, I did it with everything. Like it was my favourite go-to, let Carol off the hook, and give me a plausible reason why doing that thing that I'm trying to avoid was a good idea. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's humans. That's being human. But getting control of your mind and your thoughts is a great way to help us stick to our journey, stick to our path, and make long-term progress. So when instead of saying the but and but I feel like I deserve it because I went to the gym this morning, is not even having the fight with the thought, or not even having the fight with the but, hearing that it's a but, my replacement for that is going to be I'm going to. So situation happens. Got to 6 o'clock on Sunday night. There's what's something that I'd like to eat at 6 o'clock? Oh, there's some yogurt, some fruit, some sultanas. It's good protein. It's fruit. Gets me regular on the bathroom helps, if you like. So it helps with going the loo. And so I'll just, like 20 past 6, okay, I can have that. Now, I'm not allowed to, no, okay. Slow my thoughts down. So it's 20 past 6 on a Sunday night. Oh, I feel like a such and such. Oh, no, I can't have that. It's after my 6 o'clock close. Oh, yeah, but I went to the gym this morning and I've had a little bit of trouble going to the bathroom, so I think I need the kiwi fruit. I think that'll be a good idea. Okay, so there's the but I haven't been having an easy time in the bathroom. So instead of listening to the but, it's like, I'm going to stick to my 6 o'clock rule and not have the yogurt and fruit. So for me, that's making a conscious decision to unpack the but and allow it to slide past me, leave the room, leave the house, leave my presence. Off you go. We're not doing buts. I'm going to, because it's a very like taking your power back. I'm going to, because you're committing to it. You're telling yourself, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick to my 6 o'clock, mouth closed, no more food. And I do practice this, and the feeling of joy and like a sense of, well done me, I'm committed to myself. Look what I just managed to do. This was a moment I could have derailed myself. This is a moment I could have gone off track. And yet I managed to make a good choice. I've got goosebumps. I'm just thinking about it because it feels so good. It feels really like you've changed your world by making the decision to just commit and say, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to. And waking up the next morning after having a beautiful deep sleep, because it's not the full tummy churning and processing, etc., and you're tossing and turning because you're not settled. So the whole feedback loop of I'm missing out by not eating anything after 6 actually turns itself completely around, and now you've got the well done you, pat yourself on the shoulder, on the back, can't reach my back, pat myself on the back. It was a good day. I finished the day like my intentions for that day started. And look, there's days we don't, there's days we can't commit to that, but all it takes is like, if we can get to the point that we have the majority of days that we choose ourselves, because that feedback loop's really important. That's the feedback that when we give ourselves that real encouragement. Carol, you did it. Well done, you. I'm so proud of you. Good on you. You know, like you're praising a child. You're one of your children that that you are. They've made something positive in their world. How much you go out of yourself to cherish and reward and praise. And so we deserve that. We've made a big change for ourselves. Give yourself all the praise and glory that you deserve for making this decision, sticking to it, and completing a day. That's a big freaking deal, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. Well done, us. Yeah. So I'm going to re-listen to this one because I'm feeling inspired. So I've managed to be able to do that 3 days in a row, and I'm feeling pretty damn good about it. So yeah, if I can help in that way, that's really, really cool. I'm really loving this. Thank you. I've done the 20 minutes. I think I've kind of looped it round to an end, like a start, middle, and end, and kind of got back to that point. So remember your 3 Ds: defer, distract, and then discipline. Remember that your self-saboteur and your secret self are sometimes there to put you off. Sometimes your secret self is the saboteur that you don't need to listen to. And sometimes by changing up your thinking and just committing to doing what you want to do for yourself can give you that really positive feeling once you've achieved it. So I'm here to inspire and help you, and you guys, just by turning up and listening and keeping me committed to this moment and this session, keep me honest with myself, with my eating habits and my commitment to my food journey. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, it's a good ride. Let's keep enjoying it. I hope you have a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you again at the weekend. Bye.